Hello and welcome to the Average Old Guy. I'm TJ, the old guy, and I am on day 3 of my Labor Day weekend Stay-cation adventure quest. And today I'm hitting 3 state parks up near our capital in Raleigh. So right now I'm at Occoneechee Mountain, and man, it was hard to find because part of the adventure is I'm not using electronics at all, maps. So old school. I'm trying to find this with map and it's not well marked. So it only took me a few wrong turns to get here, but I found it. There's not much parking because it's kind of crowded. It is Labor Day weekend. And rode the bike down. So gonna stop here, gonna stop at Eno River, I think, and then Falls Lake State Park. So they're all within, I don't know, 10 or 15 miles of each other. So it's been an awesome ride down here. Today is beautiful. It's mid-70s, best riding weather of the year, and just an awesome place to come. I'm gonna go walk around a little bit and relieve myself, and then hop back on the bike and hit the next state park. So yeah, this has been a blast today. It's beautiful and just a cool area and very, very nice today. So Labor Day weekend adventure quest day 3. All right, guys, we're at Eno River State Park, and the state park's actually closed. They had storm damage, I guess, from the last hurricane we had through here, and the park itself is closed. So I made it to the park. I went to the main gate. This is an auxiliary gate, so I did make it to the main gate, talked to the ranger, and I'm good. So I made it to 2. And now I'm headed over to Falls Lake. That one's gonna be probably a little harder to find. This one, there was one sign out of like 3 different turns I had to make, and they were pretty big turns, so I didn't miss anything. But I am gonna try to hit Falls Lake. That's above Raleigh, and it's probably a lot more urban in that area. So gonna try to hit that. And if you didn't know, the reason I'm doing this is because several years ago, my son and I, we have several state parks kind of close to our house, and we hit them all on our motorcycle, and we came up with this plan to, I'm sorry about the traffic, it's terrible here. We came up with this plan to try to hit all the North Carolina state parks on our motorcycle. And hitting these 3 today, I've done all the ones really kind of in the central 2/3 of the state. And now I've got to do the ones on the very ends. And if you don't know, North Carolina is a long state. It's like 600 miles from end to end. So I've got the ones on the eastern seaboard, and I've got the ones in the western mountains left to hit. But that'll be a couple-day trip. I'll stay overnight and make some of those. But yeah, again, just out here on Labor Day weekend. This is Sunday and day 3 of the Adventure Challenge, and I'm having a blast. I'm going to Falls Lake now. Hopefully I can find that without having to rely on electronic navigation. So let's head that way and do it. All right, guys, we made it to Falls Lake State Recreation Area. So there's the lake. There's a beach here, boat ramp, picnic shelters and stuff. So it's pretty cool. The signage here wasn't terrible. It was maybe 20 miles from the other park, so not bad. Now all I got to do is find a place. I got to get some food, so I got to find a place to get something to eat. Maybe they got a snack bar here, and I'll get some food and walk around a little bit, check this out, and then we'll head home. I got to find a way to get back to the main road that I got here on. I only had to take 1 interstate on the whole way here, so I had about 10 miles 15 miles on the interstate, but otherwise I was on back roads, and that makes for a really beautiful drive. You don't get to see parts of the state that you normally see when you're on the interstate, so you can come out here. I've never been to Falls Lake, so this is pretty, and I had a really good drive. Drove through Chapel Hill, where my wife went to college 30 years ago, so that was totally different than it was when she went to college there. But overall, yeah, this has been a beautiful trip, a beautiful day, and yeah, it's just, I can't complain about anything about this trip so far. It's just been totally beautiful. Hit 3 state parks out of 3, so yeah, right on the money. All right, guys, we are back home. About 280 miles today, so all 6.5 hour round trip on the bike, and I'm 3 days into the adventure, and I might have $20 invested total. I had to pay, and 5 of that today I had to pay to get in the state park. I didn't realize I had to pay. So for gas and a snack and getting in the state park. So for 3 days of fun, I'm in it for 20 bucks. That is not a bad deal. So this staycation is working out well for me. Yeah, I just went to 3 state parks today. Had a blast, and don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm either going to dirt bike or mountain bike. I might go skating with Seth, depending on if he's got to work. So that'll make a difference of what I do. But just had a blast today. If you've never navigated by maps only, I recommend that. I only got lost a couple times today, maybe 20 minutes it cost me total. So it wasn't bad, and it's good mentally because I had to keep the pictures of those maps in my head. I would say at least half of where I went today I've never been before. So, and a lot of it was urban, like Raleigh and Durham area. And I kind of missed a couple of signs, but overall, man, I had to keep those maps in my head, and I did a pretty good job. So I lost about 20 minutes overall, but that was not bad, and just had a great time. So day 3 adventure, check. Like always, appreciate you guys watching, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. So until next time, coming at you from home. We'll see you on the next one.